The thunder and lightning is making it very dangerous for anyone to be outside right now. That's how police say this man ambushed his victims and then disappeared. There's still piles of debris like this one everywhere you look, and as people sift through it and try to clean up what's left of their homes, there's a danger out here that you can't see or hear, but it's still very real. Look at these piles. It's very possible that there are still people trapped underneath all of this debris. The bill doesn't just make texting while driving illegal, though. It also bans reading your messages on the road. Lawmakers say that distracted driving is just as bad as drinking and driving, and both should be illegal. After watching the video, we decided that we had to get the tape back to the family. A little bit of research and a few phone calls later, now we're just moments away from reuniting the happy couple with one of their few remaining possessions. You guys actually always send me out really prepared because I got these things from the station. That means you still need to be careful about the pictures you take. If they're less than flattering, you may want to delete them, since this bill won't stop your employers from checking up on your public posts. And they also say that this is the best way to celebrate Hump Day. Heath made it look easy last night, so I decided to try it for myself. And it's not as easy as he made it look. But when we asked him to try it again today...
Got it.
It wasn't a problem.
News Channel 4's Bree Steffen joins us live near Penn and Memorial. And now, Penn, this summer, that area you're in was plagued by crickets. Now it's birds. What's going on? Don't get dive bombed out there.
I know. Kevin, can you hear the birds behind me? They must be camera shy because as soon as we pulled up, all the birds moved from this intersection, and I mean they were covering the intersection. They moved to the trees behind me, so you can't really see them, but I can definitely still hear them. Now, viewers sent me their pictures and videos today, and Kevin, you gotta see this to believe it. Take a look.
It reminds me of the movie Birds. You know, you feel like they're taking over, and it's kind of a weird-looking sight.
Busy intersections like this one at Memorial and Penn resemble an Alfred Hitchcock film.
You can see the long tail there. It's an all-black bird and a very long tail.
I showed several pictures and videos to local bird experts who say they're mostly great-tailed grackles mixed with starlings and a few cowbirds. But why flock to these busy streets? Jimmy Woodard says it comes down to two things.
Hey, you got food and shelter right there. That's where they're going to hang out.
You won't see the big flocks during the day, but people in this area say it's like clockwork. The birds come home to roost the same time every night.
They'll poop all over me, I feel like. That'd be terrible. It's instant car wash.
This winter phenomenon lets up in spring and summer when birds are more worried about breeding than staying warm. And unlike their movie counterparts, these blackbirds won't cause any real harm.
Maybe people don't appreciate the whitewash and the noise and stuff, because they are very noisy when they come in and settle in for the night.
And I'm going to let you try to listen to them one more time. Listen very carefully. Can you hear all that chirping? It's incredible. Now, a lot of people think that the birds are attracted to the power lines here because of the heat. Experts I talked with said that that could be a possibility, but there's really no information to back that up. All these birds should clear out of the area by March. Reporting live in North Oklahoma City, Bree Steffen, News Channel 4. This is page after page describing the sexual abuse Brock Mason allegedly put a set of twin brothers through. Prosecutors are working hard to make sure he stays behind bars, but some of his friends say they're not completely convinced.
That's shocking of all the people to think of. I couldn't see him doing anything like that.
Andrew Sartain can't believe one of his best friends now faces 11 felony counts of sex abuse. He lived here in Norman with Brock Mason when they were students at OU last year. Prosecutors say that's when Mason befriended a single mom of preteen twin boys and started sexually abusing them. They say Mason forced the boys to perform sex acts on him in exchange for things like shoes and money.
I think the person's just trying to be their friend or cares about them, and so it just gets out of control.
Mason is active duty in the Navy and was extradited from Japan back to Oklahoma to face charges. The DA tells us the investigation began after Mason was allegedly caught downloading child porn onto his computer.
So they started digging deeper, started looking at his Facebook, saw some messages with some children here in Norman.
Tuesday, Mason was arraigned in Cleveland County by video. His bond was set at almost $1 million. And while the accusations are hard for his friends to comprehend, prosecutors say the evidence is hard to ignore.
My first thought would be that he would be wrongly accused because of just knowing Brock. So it's real. I just really wanted to hear more about what's going on.
Rest assured, it's something we'll take very seriously, and we look at these cases to make sure that children are kept safe in the future.
Mason is also accused of giving the boys drugs and forcing them to look at pornography. This is an ongoing investigation, and prosecutors believe there could be more victims from Oklahoma and other states still out there.
It's a federal offense, but they feel sorry for them because they're young.
Karma caught up with 2 thieves, and it's all thanks to a 12-year-old boy. He noticed something suspicious while waiting for the school bus and called his dad.
He told me that they stopped at our mailbox and stopped at our neighbor's mailbox and took the mail out of them. He described the car as a green Mustang with little black things on the back window.
Officers got another break when they came to investigate. That same green Mustang drove past again, scouting the area for an easy paycheck. The thieves took off, throwing piles of stolen mail out their car window while they tried to make their getaway. But they didn't have much luck. After a short chase, the thieves were caught and arrested before they reached the end of this street. Despite their attempt to ditch the evidence, 20-year-old Dylan Fountain and 21-year-old Cody Martin were caught with enough stolen mail to put them away for a while.
Apparently in their possession they had a considerable amount of mail that was not already thrown out of the car.
The suspects not only stole mail that had already been delivered, but also outgoing letters that hadn't been picked up yet. Police say residents can put a lock on their mailbox to keep thieves out. As for that outgoing mail, just take it to the post office.
You put up that red flag, it's like a beacon saying, "Steal me."
A hard lesson learned, and one that's put the entire neighborhood on guard.
Especially after talking to some of my other neighbors, and they're saying that they're missing mail from a while and they haven't had, there's disability checks that haven't come in, there's bills that haven't come in, so makes you wonder.
And again, if you do have to mail something from your house, just leave that red flag down. Police also found counterfeit checks in the car. The suspects are still in the Cleveland County Jail waiting formal charges.